Good morning from Pattaya, whatever you want me to call it, I don't mind. I call it Pattaya. And this morning I'm at the very start of Wongamat Beach, which kind of wraps around that way and blah blah blah, and over there that's Pattaya Beach and that's the Hilton just there in the background. So anyway, what's happening? Well, thank you to those that shouted me a coffee or / beer for Australia Day yesterday. Thanks very much. You can do that just by clicking on the Buy Me a Coffee link, and that puts a little bit of money in my bank account. So thanks again. I hope everyone had a great Australia Day. I think it's a 4-day weekend for you lucky people in Aussie. And what am I doing today? Well, today I'm going to go back to Mityon, the scooter shop, motorcycle shop, and get some prices. Sorry, first of all I'm going to ask what are the top 3 or top 5 scooters bought by Farangs, as in foreigners. So I think we all know that the most popular bike for the Thais is the Honda Wave 125. They sell shitloads of them because they're cheap. And so I want to know, what are the foreigners buying? What are us expats buying when we're here? I've got a feeling I know what it is, but I want to ask Nui at the shop. So I'm going to ask for the top 3 to 5 under 200 cc's and the top 3, the top 3 over 200 cc's. So like Max, the X Max, don't know whether that, where that ranks. Honda ADV 350, Forza 350, etc. So once I've gathered that information and got the prices of those again, I'll document it. And I'm just having a look where I am. So I don't know whether I can walk up there, but I could try. And then I'm going to go and see King. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he's not too busy. He runs a little business called AMA Scooter Trading on Soi Baukhao. And he's a ripper bloke with good English. And he buys a lot of bikes at the auctions in Bangkok. And he knows exactly what they all sell for and what they're worth to buy secondhand. So I want to just do a comparison for you guys, and also get you some rental prices. And throughout the day, I don't know, I'll stop for breakfast, or depending on what time it is. It's 8:30 here on Friday the 27th of January, and it's a ripper day, as you can see. And so I'll either stop for breakfast or I'll stop for lunch and show you where that is, wherever I stumble across. And that'll be the day. I hope it's a good one. Come along for the ride. See you at the bike shop. Okay, so I'm at Mityon, which is the largest motorcycle shop in Pattaya. They own just about every site here, so they're a big player. Anyway, this is where I got my X Max from, and so did James, my mate. And I've just been talking to Nui, who's a great fella, good English, and knows his product like you wouldn't believe. And I asked him for the top selling scooters for Farangs. And first of all, Farang as in foreigner or an expat. And first of all, I asked under 200 cc, and then asked him over 300 cc. So under 200 cc, coming in at number 1 is the Honda PCX 160 with ABS, and the price of that is 115,000 baht, US 3495, Australian 49, British pound 28, and Euro 32. Coming in at number 2 is the Yamaha NMAX with ABS. That's 103,500 baht, or US 3150, Australian 44, British pound 2540, Euro 2890. Coming in at number 3, and it'd probably sell better, but they just can't get enough of them, is the Honda ADV 160, and that's 109,500 baht, and at today's exchange rate, US 3,300, Australian 4,600, British pound 2,700, and euro 3,000. Number 4 is the Honda Click 160 ABS, and that's 75,500, US 2,300, Australian 3,200, British pound 1,850, euro 2,100. And number 5 in the under 200s is the Yamaha Aerox, which you probably all know about, with ABS. That is 85,500 baht, US 2.6, Australian 3,650, British pound 2,100, euro 2,400. So they're the top 5 under 200 cc's, and it's all subject to availability, and probably the Honda ADV would knock off the NMAX, and probably even the PCX, I would say, if they could get enough of them. So then I asked him about the top 3 over 200 cc's, and again he said it's subject to availability. So number 1 is the Honda Forza 350, and that's 193,000 baht, US 5,867, Australian 8,2, British pound 4,7, euro 5,3. Then comes the X-Max, but it's the new model now, not the one that I ride. The new model comes with a navigation system and digital display, smartphone connectivity with a Garmin navigation system built into it. There's only one model of that, unlike some of the other markets. Anyway, I was a bit surprised because it's a fair bit more than the model I've got and James has got. That's 196,000 baht, which works out at 5,900 US, 8,300 Australian, 4,800 British pound, and 5,400 euro. And then the Honda ADV 350, which Nui claims would be probably number 1. That's just like 3 to 4 month wait. The Honda ADV 350 is 192,500. In US, that's 5,850. Australian, that's 8,8210, $8,210. British pound, 4,700, and euro 5,375. So there you go. And in terms of what the tyres buy, and it's no surprise, they buy the Honda Wave 110, which is a clutchless manual with an electric start. And that's 48,800 for the 110, and for a Wave 125 manual, the base model is 62.5, and the top model, which gets different wheels and something else, is 68,800. And another really popular bike with local tyres is the Honda Scoopy, and that starts at 54,800 baht. Anyway, I'll just take you for a walk because they don't have many bikes in stock. And there's a PCX, and this one doesn't have ABS, and you can tell because it doesn't have a rear disc. And here's this is a Click 160. Looks pretty cool with the gold wheels and the graphics. It's a special edition. I didn't ask him. I'll ask him how much that one is. So that's a Click 160. And they've got a couple of those. That sign there means it's sold. And no Aeroxes, no NMAXes, no ADV 160s. They've got 2 Forzas on the showroom floor, but reserved. And reserved. So there you go. Excuse me, Nui. The Click 160 Special Edition. What's different about that apart from?
This no have ABS and have this standard model have the gold wheel and sticker.
Oh, that's all. No ABS.
No ABS.
So is it the same price or?
72,900 baht.
72,900 baht. Okay. Krop kun krop. So that nice gold wheeled Click 160 doesn't have ABS. So that's 72,500 baht. Yeah, pretty good deal. Looks nice with the gold wheels and the stickers. But it's a great dealership here, and I've got Vespas, which are popular with the young people. So what I'll do now, I might go and get something to eat. It's still early, and then I'm going to go and see King at AMA Scooter Trading. Hopefully he's there, and show him this list that I've just made up with the top sellers, and ask him how much a near new used one would cost, and we'll do the comparison. So there you go. So just before I leave, Mityon, this guy here is an absolute legend. He's the one that fitted the Aquapovic copy exhaust to the X-Max, and also changed the grips on my bike and a couple of other bits and pieces. So he's an absolute legend. If you need anything done, this guy's the guy that can do it for you here at Mityon in central Pattaya, very close to Soi Baukhao. So thank you, Krupp.
Thank you, Krupp. Oh.
So this is the pre-delivery area. All these bikes are sold and getting ready for delivery. All of them. Well, here's a Scoopy. Here's a Scoopy getting ready. And yeah. Fours are in nice blue. Here's an X-Max. Sorry. This is a T-Max. The Monster. 750. I don't know whether that's sold or what, second hand or what, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll wrap it up there and go and check out some used motorbike pricing, or used scooter pricing, and hopefully get some breakfast or something to eat. So I've decided to have breakfast at Kung's, which is soy lenki, and I've decided to have an omelette, so I'll show you the menu. I'm having freshly cooked 3-egg omelette, 125 baht, with coffee and choice of filling. They've also got let's have a look here. A modest munch, regular breakfast, 2 sausages, 3 slices of bacon, premium, all breakfast served with baked beans, homemade hash browns, eggs fried, poached or scrambled, griddled tomato, toast, butter and jams. Fresh orange juice, only 40 baht. We've got a breakfast bun, or egg and bacon roll as we call it in Australia. French stack, breakfast hot dog, sliders, sandwiches. Sausage sandwich, that sounds good. Lots of extras. Breakfast club sandwich, 149 baht. Nice bits and pieces. Sausages served in a bun. They look good. I'll have to try one of those. Come back another day. So you can sit outside here as well, but all the chairs are taken, so I'm inside. It's nicely air conditioned and just a nice place. So yeah, they've got all sorts of good stuff here. Pulled pork sandwich or burger. Looks good. Loaded fries. Bangers and mash. And Thai food, of course, is at the back of the menu. Pork Baukhao, 135 baht. Beers. Coffees. So I'll show you what my omelette looks like when it comes out. So here's my omelette with cheese, mushroom, tomato, and 2 toasts with some nice butter, some jam, and it comes with a plunger coffee, or you can upgrade to espresso for a little bit more, but I've just gone for the plunger this morning, and that's 135 baht, I think. Not bad. So that breakfast was pretty nice at Coles. Came out to 160 baht for a 3-egg omelette with cheese, onion and tomato, and a plunger coffee and a bottle of water and 2 pieces of toast. So yeah, come and check it out. Anyway, off on the next adventure. So I just came out to Bira and they're practicing, and this is a 3-litre 400 horsepower Isuzu, and have a look at that fruit blown turbo. It's cactus. So I saw a lot of smoke and thought the guy was doing a burnout, but as it turns out, he blew the turbo. So anyway, just a bit of interesting thing I did in between visiting Mityon this morning, getting the new car prices, and seeing AMA scooter trading to get the used car prices. So I'm going to put a spreadsheet together with all the prices and wait times by model for the top selling under 200cc scooters, and then for the top 3 over 300cc. Okay, so I'm out the front of AMA scooter trading in Soi Baukhao, and apologies, in that last clip I said I'll get the prices on cars when I was at Bira, obviously because I was looking at a Isuzu Ute, but anyway, I'm sure you knew what I meant. So I'm down here, I'm going to talk to King, who runs this place, and it's very busy. But this is the place to come to either buy a scooter or rent a scooter, and King's amazing. So I've got all the prices for new. I'm going to ask him the prices for the same bike in used, and when I say used, less than 12 months old. I know King buys a lot of bikes. He bought my PCX off me, and he's got bikes for sale, so we'll have a look, get some prices, and I'll get some rental prices as well. Okay, this is King.
Hi guys.
And he is absolutely the king of scooter rentals and sales in Soi Baukhao. And as I've mentioned before, I rented an ADV 150 off King back in August, and yeah, just great service and a great guy. So I've been and done the research on new pricing on the top selling expat scooters under 200 cc's and the top sellers over 250. So I've got those prices, and I thought I'd check with King what he thinks one that's less than 12 months old, so a 22 model, would sell for. So I'll just show you this, and you guys can pause the screen. So these are the new prices here, and the lead time if you want to order one. So I've done the conversion for you at today's exchange rate, and down here are the 350s and 300s, and the ADV 350 would sell better if they could get stock. So King, just on a, if you can tell everyone.
Yeah.
So the Honda PCX 160 ABS, which is what I had.
Yes.
But we won't talk about what I sold that to you for, or what you sold it for. So a 22 model, what do you think would someone be able to buy one for in Pattaya? I know it depends on kilometres and condition.
Yeah, you know, like the mileage would be like less than 10,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's criteria. Yeah.
That is.
And it's about 89 to 95,000 baht.
Okay,
yeah.
so
the 22 model, and NMAX.
Yeah, NMAX.
Also, like we're talking about 10,000 kilometers less. Yeah.
Yes.
It's about 75 to 85,000.
Okay.
But mostly now at the moment, it's about 80 to 85.
Okay.
Not really fine below 80, but before you can find 8 below 80. But now it's high season.
Yes, yeah, high season,
up,
exactly. So I've said that too while we've been doing condo tours. The prices of rent have gone up as well.
Yeah.
So I've got a Honda ADV 160 on the list. Sorry, 160 new.
Yeah.
But none of them are available second hand, so we can only go on an ADV 150.
50, yeah.
And what would a second hand ADV 150 sell for?
The ranging is about like 75 to 85,000, depending on the mileage again.
Okay.
So like above 10,000 kilometers, like 75,000 or 76, or a little bit less, a little bit up, and 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers is like 85,000 for 2022.
Okay. Okay.
And also depend on accessory, like
yes, of course.
Customs,
yeah.
Things.
So there's no second-hand click 160s around at the moment.
There is, but the price nearly the same new. So nothing to talking about. Like what you see here on a 350, right? This is second-hand.
Second-hand.
Here the new one.
All right,
but the new one you won't get it.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So we'll skip on a click.
Yeah.
So on a Yamaha Aerox, because there's a lot of people out there that like Aeroxes, and Aerox with ABS.
So the Aerox with ABS around 60 to 70,000 depending on mileage, but mostly like 65 is like in general. Yeah.
No worries.
The mileage between 5 to 10,000 kilometer. That's the price for 65,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got the prices here, which I've spoken to you about in the video, on over 250 cc's, and a second-hand Honda Forza 350, less than 10,000 k's, 22, would sell for
155 to 165,000.
Okay, there you go. And an X-Max, and bear in mind it won't be the new model X-Max, it'll be like my Max out the front.
Yeah.
What would a 12-month-old or less than 12-month-old X-Max?
It's between 150,000 to 160,000. That's the price.
Okay.
In normal. Yeah.
Okay. So interestingly, I'll just show you again.
Yeah.
A Honda ADV 350 new is that price 192.
Oh, like
500.
here is 92, but you go somewhere it's like they sell it 210.
Wow.
The premium price.
So this is how hard an ADV 350 is to get. King is telling me that a second-hand one, he's written down here, you're looking at 190, and some dealers are charging a premium well over that price there that I got from Mityon, up to 210, and you're looking at a minimum of 10 to 12, maybe even 14 weeks.
6 months.
Oh, 6 months. So
Really, 6 months. 3 or 4, 6 months. Yeah.
So 3 to 6 months
Waiting
lead
list.
time on an ADV 350. That's how popular they are. So now, just getting back to rentals, because you do rentals as well.
Yes.
And I'll show everyone the second-hand bikes that he's got for sale. On a monthly rental, what would the rate be on a good PCX? It'd be 6,000 a month.
Yeah, 6,000 a month is like at least this season, right? High season is
High
6,000.
season,
Yeah.
yeah.
But in this area, yeah, we're not talking about on a Jomtien area and on a beach road area. That is like 10,000 roughly. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
8,000. But here
Okay.
in this Soi, this is
Okay.
the price in this Soi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roughly like 6,000 a month.
So if it wasn't high season, so if someone came here in June or July,
will be 5,000.
okay. So just some information there. So on a monthly rate, you're looking at around 6,000 for any of the top three.
Yes,
a PCX, an MMAX,
80.
or an ADV 150, or if you're lucky, a 160. An Aerox is a bit cheaper at 5,000 a month. And again, if it was low season, you'd save $1,000 per month.
Yes.
Basically. And if you want a Forza, so do you have Forza 350s for rent?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
14,000 a month. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want a Forza, you're looking at 14,000 a month during high season. What about low season?
Low season, 10,000, 8,000. Yeah.
Okay, wow. So you can talk to King, and I'll leave a link to his Facebook page on the description below. And an X-Max, you can rent X for...
12 to 14, but mostly like 12,000.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because we don't have new model yet.
No. Don't talk to me about a new model.
And then
I gave up.
ADV 15,000 a month. Yeah.
Do you have ADV 350?
Have one. Just bought it.
Wow. I'm coming back to try it.
Yeah. 5,000 a week already now.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you mention that you saw this video to King on YouTube, he's kind enough to offer you a 10% discount on the rent.
Right.
But you need to mention that you watched
Just
this
mention it.
And he'll look after you. But he is a legend here, and the service he's provided to me over the last few months has been amazing. Not just on looking after me with the rental, but looking after me with the PCX when I needed work done. He is the go-to guy if you want to rent or buy a bike in Pattaya, and he's in Soi Baukhao.
Thank you.
Thanks, King.
Thank you, guys.
So, as you can see, King knows his stuff. I'll just show you some of the bikes that he's got for sale. This is a 2021 PCX with 11,000 and something kilometres, 87,999. And excuse me. So here's a Click 2022 Click 125, 49,990. So it's got a few Vespas in here that are sold. And there's a 20. Oh, here we go. A 2020 Vespa with, I don't know how many kilometres that is, but 89,990. And yeah, anyway, I'll leave the video off there. I'll just pan in on that sheet again, the pricing. Just bear with me one sec, I'll get it out so you can see it. Hopefully you can see that on the screen, because as you know, I don't have any video editing software. So you could pause that and take a photo of it and zoom in, and you can see the price in the different currencies, and that price there for the used is baht. So you'll have to do the conversions yourself, but there's not much difference between a new price and a used price, but it just depends on whether you want to wait That's the difference. So anyway, hope you found that information of help.